I'll never forget it. I heard the violin live for the first time, and I told my dad, I think I'm sick. I have a fever, because I was just chilled. And then we had intermission, had a glass of lemonade, went back in. Dad, I'm freezing something, and it was just, I was so turned on by the violin.
My father said, I'm going to get you out of school. We're going to go see the Nutcracker. The show starts, the curtains go up, and the music starts playing, the dancers are whirling. And then 15 minutes in, I hear this incredible sound coming out of the pit, and it's a harp.
I heard in one of the practice rooms the sound coming from one of the rooms. This weird, wonderful, exotic sound.
This lady was around at our house and she had a cello and I had a go and I was just like hooked straight away.
Jupiter from Host Planets. It's got this beautiful middle section, totally corny.
The first thing I played in college, I think, was Shostakovich 5, and I was just blown away.
Within a few short months, I knew that the bass and I were born for each other. It is a love affair which endures and gets deeper and deeper and more meaningful with every passing day.
For me, the huge range of possibilities of color and sound that you can get with it, and the way that I think it really can get to the core of sort of human emotion.
Everybody loves it because it allows you to express yourself, and it's beautiful and you feel good and inspired. But you can't really do any of that in any kind of a effective way unless you master certain skills. And to do that, it's a tremendous amount of discipline.
First of all, the physical. You need to learn how to play the instrument, the mechanics. And then there's the intellectual question. You need to understand the music. Major thirds, minor thirds, the question of style, period. Which period you're playing? Is this Baroque music? And therefore, what are the principles that apply to how you play Baroque music? How do you play classical music? That's all good. But it's the next level, which is the most critical one, and that is the spiritual level, spiritual domain. What we're trying to do is to connect with something far more than the mundane question of mechanics and just pure understanding.
We're so consumed by all of these other things that we forget about why we're there to begin with, is to play the music and to be touched by the music and to be swept away by it and to hopefully transmit that to our audience.
You won't feel something unless the performer feels it. And a performer is worrying about themselves or trying to make a big impression and they're not feeling it, it's not going to communicate.
I think that there's an energy exchange that goes on with performing artists, that we are giving something to the audience, but we're also getting something back from them. And when that exchange is happening, it's very electric.
Our role as an artist is to communicate and to share and to really give. Being a part of that is a sacred privilege. You are giving pleasure, you're giving healing, you're giving inspiration, you're giving joy, you're giving an experience, you're giving a journey, and that is a very worthy thing to be involved in.
The ideal answer is in your belief, is in your attitude, in keeping wonder and awe and love in yourself and the way you approach your art. And an essential willingness and desire to share and not be scared to share.